following program is sponsored by Michael W. Smith. The views expressed on the following program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership.
Phoenix, Brother Mike back on the radio. Arizona, thanks for tuning into the radio program. God bless you today. Today's Bible study is the father of Uvalde, the Texas Massacre. I found the culprit, folks. Yeah, I'm the only person in the country that knows this. Now you're going to know it. Thanks for tuning in. Call somebody right now real quickly and tell them the radio program's on. This is going to be a little controversial, but very true. Say, this is Brother Mike. I'm the professional counselor from the Arizona Deliverance Center in Central Phoenix. We're on 15th Avenue, just south of Osborne Road. We're downtown. That's the red brick building. On the website, hardcorechristianity.com, you'll notice we have 2 live services every week, Thursday and Friday night, 7 p.m. Arizona and Pacific time. You can sign up for one of our free seminars off the website. You can come join me once a month on the 4th Saturday of every month for a deliverance and healing training class. No charge. Sister Karen's on the homepage of the website. She'd love to list your house for sale. By the way, thank you for all the referrals you sent her. It's been wonderful. The government, of course, is going to come up with a new virus and a new vaccine, and these vaccines are being exposed left and right now. It's literally turning into a plague. If you need a religious exemption for the vaccine, send me an email, mike@hardcorechristianity.com. I'll send it out ASAP. If you know someone who needs to be delivered but they can't come to the deliverance center, send me an email and I will send you the miracle list, a step-by-step guide to freedom that works 100% of the time. Don't forget about our Zoom deliverance services every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Arizona and Pacific time. You can be delivered and healed right over the Zoom. Send me an email. I'll send you the code, the password. If you need to talk to me, use Facebook, Michael W. Smith. Don't forget to hit the PayPal button today and send us a donation as you have for the last 20 years. And thank you for all you've done. On several occasions on this radio program over the last 15 years, I've, mentioned that Satan sends a special spirit to every dysfunctional family in the United States, and it is the spirit of rejection. That demon gets into the child's brain during periods of great disappointment or abuse and molds that child's personality into his own. And the child develops over the years a sense of fear and low self-esteem and a sense of rejection, a sense of loneliness. And the devil is able to do that because of the dysfunctional behavior of the parents, in particular the father. The father being the head of the home, the spiritual head of the home. And in the United States, because we have so many broken families and so many fatherless homes and single parent homes, the demon of rejection has a field day in the United States. A field day. Well, guess what happens sometimes when you combine other demons and mental illness and the insanity of social media? You end up with a person who is violent. You end up with a person who, very, very small percent of them, but it happens, head over to a school, a mall, a shopping mall, a parking lot, a movie theater, and they start killing people, and that's what happened in Uvalde, Texas. Colossians chapter 3, fathers, do not provoke your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. Ephesians chapter 6, fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. When you have a father who abandons family, beats the mother, cheats on the mother, is gone all the time, is a workaholic, when you have a father like that, this rejection demon takes over the children and develops this horrible sense of low self-esteem and low self-worth in the children. And on very rare occasions, this rejection demon lets in other demons, one of them being the spirit of murder, and that's what happened to this kid in Uvalde, Texas. They interviewed his father after the school massacre there and revealed the roots and the foundation of this massacre years and years and years before it ever occurred. They interviewed his dad after he murdered 19 children and 2 adults. Quote, "He probably would have shot me too because he would always say that I didn't love him." Well, the reason he said that his dad didn't love him was because his dad really didn't love him. His dad was a criminal. He was infected with demons. He had a lengthy criminal record. He was never home. He left the family. He was not close to his son. He was an absentee father, and he wasn't around to teach his child anything about how to grow up and how to live and how to serve God. It's that simple. Now here are the statistics, and then nothing can change this. This is documented research. 63% of teenagers who commit suicide don't have a dad. 72% of adolescent murderers don't have a dad. 75% of adolescents in rehab for drug abuse don't have a dad. 60% of rapists didn't have a dad. 85% of teenagers in prison didn't have a dad at home. 75% of the most cited school shooters in the United States, like the one in Uvalde, didn't have a father. Robb Elementary School recently, remember that one? 21 people dead. Didn't have a father. Now remember, not having a father doesn't turn you into a mass murderer. The devil sends the rejection demon in. The rejection demon sometimes is able to let in other demons, such as drug addiction, such as depression, such as suicide, and sometimes such as murder and rage. That's what the kid in Uvalde had. He never learned that God loved him. He never learned the nurture and admonition of the Lord. He was stuck on social media and violent video games. The demons took him. Then they took him out, and they took 19 other people and 2 adults with him. A study came out in 2012. It was quite shocking, and it was buried because the media doesn't want to look at any of this. But it was involving juvenile male inmates, incarcerated teenagers. You know what they found? 279% more likely to carry guns for criminal behavior. Have you ever wondered what was the root cause behind the African American tragedy of the United States, where black on black crime is so astronomically high, no one's ever even able to discuss the subject? Well, believe it or not, the vast majority of those gangsters and gang members, the vast majority of them, do not have a dad. The vast majority of them grew up without a father. Why? Their fathers were absentee. Their fathers weren't around. They never knew their father. They had an abusive stepfather. And so they were provoked to anger and to rage. Now they're in a gang, and that's their new family. They didn't have a family at home, So they went and adopted their own family, the gang. And now they kill one another. Thousands a year are dead. Thousands more wounded and injured from being shot. By who? A fatherless African American youth shot and or killed another fatherless African American youth. According to that research study I cited earlier, 85% of children with behavioral problems don't have a dad. When you grow up without a father and you don't have a dad in the home, particularly a godly one, you lack discipline. You lack self-control. You're not able to respond to social pressure and responsibilities without learning anger and violence. You have emotional problems of low self-esteem, self-rejection, self-hatred. You grow up hating women and hating others because you hate yourself. All the devil has to do is bust up the family, and the entire family is on his road, the highway to hell. Black Lives Matter came along and helped every bit of it. They never solved anything. They're a criminal organization. On their website, when they first came out 2 years ago, their goal was to, quote, disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure. Well, I got some news for Black Lives Matter. It's already been disrupted, and they didn't do it. The devil got there long before they were around. He disrupted the Western prescribed nuclear family structure. How did he do that? Well, he nuked it. Now he's using Black Lives Matter to finish his job. Not having a dad in the home is a prescription and a recipe for total disaster. Suicides, drug abuse, dropouts, gangsters, murders, total destruction. Total destruction. If you need prayer for any of these things I've mentioned today, if this has hit home at all, you can be delivered from the spirit of rejection that got into your brain when you were a child. 602-636-5800. You don't have to end up a statistic. You don't have to die for nothing. You don't have to lose everything. The Son of God died for you to save you. He wants to help you. He will deliver you if you'll make that call.
The views expressed on this program are those of the host and not necessarily those of staff, management, or ownership. This program was sponsored by Michael W. Smith.